Hey guys, this is Tejas here from 11 Gauge Recordings. Had a few audio issues in the previous recording, but now it sounds good and we're all good to go. So, I'm going to do kind of a video series here where in the first part I'll be kind of getting into how I mix my drums in one of my songs from the upcoming EP, and then I'll get into a little bit of the bass and guitars. So the settings I used here, I might change some of these settings before the album comes out, but most of these settings are almost there and I won't change most of it. So just a few minor changes. So let's just get into this song. So this song is called Don't Get Too Comfy. Yeah, that's the title of the song. I might change it. Let's see where that goes. So that's a different story. So the idea behind these songs is to show the upcoming bands that it's quite easy to get a really good sounding recording by just following a very few simple techniques. So let's just list these techniques down. So number 1, I feel that the instruments have to be serviced before coming into the recording studio. I mean, this is just very, it's not even optional. It should be mandatory, it should be compulsory. Just get it done. Get your electronics sorted, get the intonation sorted, get all the jazz sorted, and then come into the studio. It's quite obvious, right? But surprise, bands don't really care about this step a lot, but this should be number 1. Get your instruments serviced. If your instruments sound bad, your recording will sound bad. There is no amount of wizardry that can be done to make that crap sound good. So that's step number 1. Get your instrument service. Step number 2, learn your song. Quite simple again, right? But surprise, bands don't know their own song. You should be able to play your song if I wake you up in the middle of the night and tell you to play a song. That's how well you should know your song. So get that done, and then step number 3, get comfortable with the click track. Now, how I gauge if a musician is comfortable with a click is, if the click is on, it should be kind of seamless. He should feel that the click is kind of part of the song and just go with it and record without any, hitches on the way. And if the click isn't there, it should feel a bit weird. He should be like, something's missing, like, just where's the click? So that's how I gauge if a musician is comfortable with the click. So please get comfortable with the click. It makes our lives as audio engineers and recording engineers really easy, and also it does help the mixing stage because everything's on time and everything will sound good. So get comfortable with click. So it's quite easy. So 3 simple steps: get your instrument serviced, know your song, and get comfortable with the click. So that's it. Let's get into what I do once all these steps have been followed, once all the tracks have been recorded,